Hello Capricorn, welcome to your reading for the 14th to the 21st of March 2026, and it is going to be a journal reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And yeah, let's welcome in the archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, our higher selves, and any animal, ancestral or dragon guides that you may be resonant with. It's Capricorn. Yeah, let's see what's going to jump out. To start with, the Emperor, so that's pretty powerful energy to start the ball rolling here for you, Capricorn. And we also have the 10 of Wands. Wow, okay. I'm going to grab a couple more cards. I'm going to go through, use 4 different decks today. You also have the 8 of Cups and the Tower. Okay. And, or the Tower and the 8 of Cups. You know, that could be how it's going. Let's have a look and see. Too many. Sorry, Spirit, we're just going to grab that. Right, Aquarius. Let's just see what's going to, what you're doing at the moment. Okay. I mean, your Emperor and 10 of Wands is something that's happened recently, and once I get these other cards out, yeah, we'll have a look. Okay, 8 of Cups again. Wow, okay. 8 of Cups twice in your reading. Well, I'm going to take the top one off of there and I'm going to put the rest back because it was actually too many. We'll just 8 of Swords as well. So the number 8 could be relevant for you at the moment. I'm just going to take 2 off the bottom. Wow, the Tower twice as well. Recently, so maybe the last few weeks or so, Capricorn. This is you know, there's a couple of different ways we could read this. It could be that you're going through, there's something you've been working really hard on, working really hard at. And maybe you were rewarded with, you know, you worked hard. This is the 10 of Wands. Okay. So basically you got it completed and this was the outcome, possibly. So maybe recently you've kind of moved into a higher position or a better position for yourself. Maybe you're overseeing others or in a work role, that type of thing. Or it could be the other way where maybe you've been working hard at maintaining this Emperor mode, overseeing, being the leader, the builder, the orchestrator, okay, the manager, whatever. And maybe this is sort of coming to an end for you, Capricorn. Okay, there could be something that you feel needs to wrap up, or maybe just recently you've made that decision to, okay, either you're going to step down or change what you're doing, or but there's something about this Emperor energy that you are, yeah, either you've just got into that or you are finishing up with that. At the moment, if this is something that you are finishing up with, okay, and the other thing that will just pop in here, Capricorn, is that this energy, if you're finishing up with that, okay, you have a lot of skills under your belt, just to keep that in mind, okay? If you've been leading and orchestrating and managing something, there's a whole lot of stuff here that maybe you're going to use as you move forward, all right? Because it's looking like here at the moment that you are wanting to really set yourself free and move towards something that's got a different vibe, something that's fulfilling in a different way. Like obviously if you were doing this here, you know, there might have been a lot of personal satisfaction and fulfillment that you did get from doing that, but maybe you've been doing it for a long time and you feel that it's time for a change. Okay, now you're going to move towards something that's a little different, maybe a bit more in the realm of the cups. So maybe looking at something creative, spiritual, intuitive, or something emotional, maybe an art form or music, writing, that type of thing, or gardening, cooking, anything, you know. Maybe you're looking at retiring or something like that and not doing something fulfilling. And, you know, this is the energy that's sort of, I think, been preceding that, is that you're wanting... There's been some good stuff about the Emperor, but I think that you are sort of feeling that in some ways it's not allowing you to do things that you want to do. It's not allowing you to sort of feel as free as you would like to feel, okay? So at the moment, yeah, I think you might be in a transition phase. Underlying theme, interestingly enough, is that here we have you suspended or in a surrendering mode. And this is a Tower moment or realization or something that either within you or around you, possibly your job role, that that is like this is inevitability of it crumbling down or of it sort of dissolving in some ways. So it's like you are kind of, I guess, coming to terms with that reality, if that resonates, okay? So you're kind of coming to terms with that reality, but also with the Tower, it can be that the dissolving happens, or the, you know, the so-called destruction, or the the deconstruction happens, so that regeneration can occur. Okay, and I think maybe this is what you're contemplating at the moment. This is like an overall theme that I think, you know, could be playing out in your life or in your thoughts, or, you know, just generally what you're thinking about, possibly, Capricorn. And once again, the general future direction, this is like an underlying theme, but sort of moving forward, once again, we have the combination of the Eight of Cups and the Tower. So, you know, it's the Eight of Cups moving forward into something more fulfilling as a result of the Tower. Whatever is dissolving or in your life, or whatever seems to be sort of falling away or becoming more irrelevant for you. Okay. Tower is like just breaking down of old energies that are no longer serving. Okay, it can be about insight as well, but I think in this case, well, there could be, you know, it could be both. Maybe you're getting insights about this whole situation and you're realizing it's dissolving and you are going to be moving towards. This is the overall general direction. That's not to say that you're going to act on this straight away, or that you're going to get to this wherever you're going next week. Okay, this is just perhaps a general feel in the air of, yeah, there might be, you know, you might be moving towards something else. It could be career-wise. Perhaps it's to do with where you're living. I guess it could be to do with a relationship, but, you know, I mean, yeah, the Emperor and the Ten of Wands there, you know, just recently it's looking more like you've had a leadership role kind of in the community or something like that. Or it could even be to do with, I guess, if it is about a relationship, maybe this is that you've worked really hard to create the structure and to get it all sorted, and now maybe you are changing. You're going to be stepping back and being more feminine. Maybe you're going to be more receptive, or more not so concerned about, you know, structures and things being organized and happening in a particular way, because the Emperor is very structured, very you know, it's the number 4 in the majors, so it resonates with the 4, so stability, structure. So it could be that you're changing modes in how you are operating within your relationships, possibly. That's another option for this reading. Yeah, because, I mean, you're in your Hanged Man there and you're sort of in suspension. Maybe you are sort of thinking things through a little bit, generally. Specific outcome, Temperance, King of Pentacles and Knight of Cups, sorry. Let's grab one more card. Sorry, Knight of Cups was in your challenge. Yeah, I mean, if this is to do with work, right? and there's a lot of stuff going on, there's a lot of stuff dissolving around you, or kind of, you know, that type of thing. You may find it challenging to kind of be in a relationship, or to sort of be emotionally available for people. That could be a challenge. But obviously we go through things in life where certain aspects of us, you know, are less activated whilst we are sorting other things out, and then it all kind of comes back around. But this is sort of, yeah, there could be, and this is about the Five of Wands. So yeah, that was in the position of your challenge. Let's look at the outcomes. Sorry, we jumped ahead there a bit. Temperance, which is, and King of Pentacles. So this is really reassuring for you, Capricorn, because I think whilst you may be stepping down from this Emperor position, you're going to be, this is looking like you'll be moving into a King of Pentacles, which is kind of really nice, because it means that you're still kind of going to have this, maybe an overseeing or a holding space for others kind of vibe. But this might be to do with, you know, creating a foundation, but it could also be to do with health and well-being, okay, and creating balance, okay. So maybe there's going to be a better balance for you in life, because sometimes the Emperor is, it's a very powerful energy, but it's not necessarily balanced, like emotionally and, you know, intellectually balanced. It's not really. It's more like, it's more like the sword energy, like very intellectual, analytical, getting things done, getting things organized, because that's the top priority, okay, if you're an Emperor. And obviously there are a lot of hard decisions that Emperors need to make, and Empresses as well, but, you know, but here I think this is softening that energy a bit. You've got this, the suit of Earth, which is that feminine aspect. So this is a nice combo of feminine and masculine energies. And I think this is going to feel like a better balance for you, Capricorn. You could also be activating your creativity and bringing things together in a new way. But you will certainly be, you'd still be applying structure and discipline to what you're doing, but I think it's going to be, it'll be different in a good way. And yeah, like we said, initially, you know, you may find that as you're going through this transition, that this could be a challenge in terms of perhaps taking emotional care of yourself and emotional caring for others, possibly. You know, you might even have to just explain to people what you're going through, and that it's pretty stressful and it's challenging, and that you need some downtime, you need some me time to sort things through, to kind of come to grips with it all that type of thing, right? The other card in your challenge here is the Five of Wands, which is, you know, this is honing your skills, but I'm kind of getting the idea from this that this could be family, okay? You may find it challenging to be present for family at this time, because you are literally going through a rehoning of what you're doing and how you're doing it, okay, and probably the reasons why, and, you know, maybe you're looking to move towards something that's quite different. But there's going to be a phase where you just kind of need time to sort that out. The other grouping of this is that, you know, it could be family, so you may find that challenging at times. Let's see what spirit guidance is during this time, okay. And, you know, I mean, that's not a bad thing. You know, sometimes we need to, in order to take care of ourselves, we need to pull back on other things for a little bit. And then, like I said, here we go. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, protecting your energy, which is fine. And the Three of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely consolidating everything that you remember with the Emperor. Capricorn, you have a lot of skills, talents, gifts and abilities, okay? And what you're doing at the moment is you're literally kind of standing here, acknowledging all of that stuff, but you're also considering what you want your life to be moving forward, okay? Which is actually a really nice place to be, and it's a really powerful place to be. And this is you with the wand energy, with the fire, going, okay, I'm going to transform this. I'm going to transform my previous experience or change it in some way. And I really like, actually, now you've got this beautiful fire dragon energy. This is in your general direction moving forward. This is very transformational. And the other thing too is that I've actually just got chills because someone needs to hear this, what I'm about to say. But the thing is that this, can you see this dragon, how he's wrapped himself around the tower there? And either the dragon is crushing it, or it's actually literally on fire, that dragon. It's like a fire dragon. It's transforming or transmuting the whole thing. It's transmuting that experience. So someone needs to hear this, but it's just these simple words of the fact that you've got this, okay? You've got this, Capricorn, whatever it is. Which means you are able to transition and move through and change what needs changing for you, for yourself. And it's also like this dragon is holding it, transmuting it. I really like that. It's also bringing to mind that you have a lot of power, Capricorn, okay? You have a lot of power, skills and abilities, and yeah. You are the planner, you're the one that moves forward carefully on things, and, you know, you make good decisions. 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands was at the start. So if you've been throwing yourself into the new, if before when you were like the Emperor and you were the Emperor, you were throwing yourself into that, Spirit's sort of saying, you know, you will be throwing yourself into something new. Okay, something will come along that you will be able to throw yourself into, and at the moment, it's about covering your bases, protecting your energy, and really, this is the 4, okay, which is really beautiful because it's resonating with that 4 Emperor at the start, but it's saying, go into your feminine aspect. So, you know, just tune into your creativity, even your spiritual things. Maybe do some meditation, do some receptive work, do some journaling, do some inner work, okay? Connect to earth as well is a very feminine, grounded thing to do. Not saying guys don't do it, but yeah. Let's just take one off the bottom as well for you. The World, yeah. Because you have not, you know, you have this to look forward to. Capricorn, if you're not feeling into that energy already, this is the World. So it's a great balance of freedom and being able to fulfill your responsibilities. And I feel like at the moment, you're feeling like whatever this Emperor phase has represented for you, it's probably provided you with a lot of things, but there's something that has been missing from that experience, possibly. And it could be your sense of freedom or your sense of spiritual connection, and maybe like a lot of joy and stuff like that, or tapping into your creativity. Okay, that could be what has been missing for you. There could be something that's missing. But that's up for you to discern, okay? Really nice spirit guidance, very grounded, very practical, but definitely Spirit's recognizing that you are on the threshold of something new. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the decks here as well. Chariot. Oh, I really love this for you. This is so fantastic. You're preparing to move forward. If you haven't already made that change with regard to your Emperor-like position and perhaps that coming to an end or winding up, I think that could be what you are gathering your energies for to do. And if you've already done that, this is about you gathering your, you know, acknowledging your skills, talents, abilities, really sitting with all of that. I guess consulting Spirit, you know, your spirit guides, but also tapping into other people and experiences around you that are going to build you up and help you to feel supported moving forward. Okay, this can also talk about self-development or personal growth. So if there's something you feel you need to learn or to to work through, to gain more skills or something in a particular area, you know, that's beautiful. Yeah, you are being guided at the moment, Capricorn, to make this change, okay? The High Priestess. Oh, wow. Yeah. And this is to do with timing. It's to do with patience, which you have, Capricorn. You have patience, you know, one of the most patient signs, okay? But your intuition, okay? Spirit's saying, listen to your intuition. You have all this major arcana coming through now on the bottom of the decks, which means this is a major transition for you, okay? The Tower, twice, you've got the Emperor. So, yeah, you're coming from a really strong position, but I think you're going to be tweaking your masculine aspect and just bringing more feminine in, okay? Four of Swords. Wow, meditation. This is so helpful for you. Helpful for everyone, actually. Meditation, quieting the mind, stilling the mind, particularly if you are feeling like that. Or sometimes when we go through transition, if we're not feeling that freedom just at the moment, then, you know, this can sort of start to happen, that feeling of being trapped, you know. But this is like meditation. So find somewhere peaceful, Capricorn, probably in nature would be helpful, given you've got the Four of Pentacles here. This is like earth, okay? Also four, okay? Find somewhere in nature and just really chill, okay? Go into your own soul energy and just, yeah. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is so fantastic. The Sun. I've got chills for you, because you are going to be like shining, like so confident and radiant. And I mean, this stuff here, the challenge, you know, perhaps finding it challenging to hang out with partner, family, friends, or whatever at this time, it's going to all come out. It's going to be okay in the end, right? It's going to be all resolved, because this remedies this, okay? Happiness, shining your stuff, being out there, being with whoever, right? Doing your thing. And, you know, it's going to be fulfilling, meaningful. It's going to tick all those boxes for you. The boxes that weren't being ticked previously will be ticked, I'm thinking, from this reading, okay? Yeah. So I hope that has been helpful, Capricorn. But, yeah, do not be fazed by these towers in your reading, because it simply means that you are participating in the dissolving and transmuting of some negative energies and some negative stuff that's been going on for you personally and for others, possibly, okay? So you are actually a transmuter. You're a cardinal earth sign, so you're really grounded. And this, I really love this for you in the outcome. It's so perfect. This is almost your energy here, I think, pretty close. King of Pentacles, okay? You're a cardinal earth, so you make things happen. You do it well. You do it with nurturing, okay? This energy here. And yeah, you are disciplined. You do things in balance, okay? And you are great at bringing things together as well. So yeah, there we have it, Capricorn. Keep up the fantastic work. And yeah, I look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a fantastic, awesome week, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.